are so happy because today is our birthday.
We're 2 years old.
Big baby. Happy birthday, Chess24.
Happy birthday.
We will be live the whole day. Literally the whole day.
8 hours.
On Chess24, 24 hours. We will be here for 8 hours. So from right now till 6 in the evening, Central European time. Be here with us because we will do a lot of fun stuff. First we have Banter Blitz, then strategy show, handicap Banter Blitz, question and answer session,
tactics show, more banter,
everything.
And I hope you're gonna have fun because we are going to have a lot of fun.
Definitely, and we will celebrate. We've got some cool stuff, but this is for later.
Okay, so now we're going to play and to have Banter Blitz. First you have to challenge me, so please, premium members, challenge me, be cool, be premium, and play with me.
Let's see if you got any challenges already.
I think we have challenges, so I'll try to accept one. Let's accept Webner, premium member, 5 minutes. And there we go.
Yeah, we've got the board. Let's see. Your opponent is from Germany, and you're white. We are always white.
We're always white. So
we like to have white. So we already asked Chess24 that whenever we play Blitz, we have white.
And I'll start with C4. Oh, it doesn't let me to start.
Let's see. You know that we are very clumsy with the information technology stuff, so we will try to move this board a bit down so that it can be seen.
I guess it's okay now.
Your opponent still cannot be seen. Okay, we're gonna do a new one. We will add the board in a better way. Just a moment. I'm a non-expert.
You're an expert. You're an expert in this because whenever it goes to technical things and this type of, I'm like, oh my god, I need Anna. I really need Anna.
I have no clue. I'm just trying. Let's see if this works. Let's put this one here. That's your name and oh, it is too big.
Maybe you should. Oh, you just covered me.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, let's try in a better way. We will hide this underneath. Where is this hide thing? Almost there. Why is this like this? That's a good question. You know what? I will not put the notations there. I will only capture the board. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like
just the board without the notation. I
just
guess
the board.
That's how we normally do it. The names won't be seen then. Also, that's the problem.
It's okay. People will know.
Oh, we can maybe the name up here.
Okay.
Let's try that.
I don't know anything about it. You're the expert in this.
Oh, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to imagine how it will look like. So we will have the names up there and the board underneath.
And the time.
Let's see if it will work like this. You've got a nice picture.
I
like it. And let's make it bigger. Woohoo!
Yeah!
And we will begin the new game.
Well done. That's cool.
But
okay.
What is the board?
You need to mute the shows page, otherwise there will be an echo. If on the microphone.
Hello everyone, we are clumsy, totally
So-
clumsy.
Okay, thank you, Ilya.
The pantomime show is over. Now you can speak.
Thank you. Okay.
So let's say again that you were talking about
Yeah.
your favorite opening. The triangle slab is Sopiko's favorite opening against d4 with black, and she has recorded a wonderful series about it for
That's
Chess 24. So you can learn the triangle slab from Sopiko very soon.
And this variation I also covered in my series. This is the note boom variation. So we just grab the pawn on c4 and I will try to keep it. And let's
That's a
see
good
how
strategy.
it will work.
I like to have a pawn up. So your opponent is from the States, from the United
Yeah.
States, J. Frank Holmes. Hi, very
Hey
nice to have
there.
you here, and we will hopefully be able to accept many challenges. Hopefully everybody will have a chance to play against us because we are here for 8 hours, so should be enough time.
Pretty long time. So we are in the theory at the moment. Bishop d2 a5 is all what they are
You
doing.
know what, I realized that now you're not playing with your name but my name.
Oh!
But it's okay, we are best friends, we are just like one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, but I don't understand how it happened because before you were Sopiko, and when we changed the board,
Yeah.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I also don't know. Anna started new opening and it's triangle slab, so it's
and the text has changed. Yeah. Okay, today is a crazy day.
Yeah.
We are celebrating our birthday, so don't take anything seriously. Challenge Ilya.
do not challenge Ilya. Just yeah. That's really funny, but I think we'll fix it after this game.
Yes, after
we'll try
this
to
game, we will
fix it.
change it to Sopiko and challenge Sopiko. Challenge.
I think you know what I think. I think Ilya just got jealous that we were taking over, and
Yes,
he just
exactly.
came back because we
Always.
had perfect show. He just came back and he was like,
Everything collapsed.
"Hey girls, there is echo. We don't hear you," and he just wanted him to be here forever. So it's like
Exactly.
challenge Ilya. Okay, so,
So
what
how's
I'm
the position?
what I'm going
Let's
to
focus. You played h6 because you wanted the bishop to not be pinning your knight, but it's
Right.
still on h4.
do right.
Because now he's threatening e5.
E5, so I can play either g5, but I don't really like it, or I can move my queen to c7 probably.
I would
or-
move the queen, but
Yeah.
you're an expert in
Yeah,
this.
I also agree with you. Do you think if I move queen b6 then bishop c4,
Yeah,
I'm just
your
losing the
pawn is pinned on
pawn.
the b file.
So I will simply play queen c7 to get out of the pin. If he takes on f6, I will simply take back and will try to keep my extra pawn. It will be true that my king side structure will be damaged and I will have double pawns on f file, and Miss Strategy can talk about it forever.
But I think it would have been fine after bishop takes f6, g
Right.
takes, because since your king was not on g8, it wasn't so dangerous, and sometimes you can even have your king on e7 in some cases.
That's true. So what I'm going to do is either to play queen c6, but knight e5, e4 is hanging, or queen b7. But after queen b7, bishop c4, again e4 is hanging, so I think I'll go for queen c6 because...
And if he captures on b8 and then grabs the pawn on a5,
then I will grab on e4.
True.
So
Yeah, let's go for this. And also, I would
I
love.
think
I
knight
think
d2
we would
is-
be happy to have bishop takes b8 in the game, because now we are struggling to develop that knight. So if he
Sure.
exchanges it, he's helping us, because the problem in this position is that it's not so easy to develop that knight.
that's true.
Oh,
guys-
Ilya
he's
just
here
wants to be
again.
back.
I just can't live without you girls. We need to change a little bit here.
Yeah, we promised our viewers that we will change this after the game, so
Okay.
don't make me to lose now.
Also, we are playing with my name and it's Sopiko making moves, but it's okay.
All right. Make sure to change it if you know how this goes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank,
Thank
you.
you. I'm
Now
going to
it should work,
change
and this should have been
queens.
my last cameo.
Okay, so I want really to get rid of queens because my queen on c6 was not very beautiful because
Also,
it was
with a pawn up, it's useful to exchange
Right.
queens with a king in the center too. So if you need to defend your king, exchange queens.
right. And I like my position because now
too.
c3 is hanging, and in some case I can simply take on g3, but I don't think I should hurry. I
think we should develop the knight. That was our problem, and now the knight is out. Black is fine.
Okay, so knight d2. I can
Do you want to
either
capture
take
the bishop or the knight?
I don't know, because you're my strategy. You know that this bishop doesn't look so
No,
good.
look at the pawn structure. All the pawns are on dark squares, so that bishop doesn't have any open diagonals. It's not a good bishop.
So I'll just take on d2 and I will castle. And I will enjoy the pawn.
Yeah, and at some point you will go b4, and when we can break through with b4, the position.
Right. Do you
for
think
white
rook
will be
d8 or?
Yeah, I definitely like rook d8 to have the rook on the same file where the king is, and then go b4. We will go b4.
Yeah, just we have to be careful that c4 pawn is not hanging.
Exactly. I mean the
so-
tactics. If the tactics work out in terms of the d4 pawn, check on d4. Well, after the pin, of course, we will not want to go b4.
I think I would play bishop e8 just to open the file.
I like that move. I like that. It's a funny move because you might think that the bishop is passive on e8, but here it's actually the same on d7 and e8, but we have the d file now for the
But
rook.
he played bishop,
Bishop
f3, so
f3.
he wants to take on a4.
Yeah, I want to take your pawn.
Should I play b4? Then he takes here. Yeah, b4 I don't like it so much.
No, not here, maybe.
a4 may be the only way to...
Yeah.
Or I can play rook d5. What do you think about rook d5?
Sacrificing an exchange with rook d5. Interesting.
Yeah, I think I
Wow,
like it.
I like that move. So creative.
Yeah, because then I will have no problems with c4 pawn and I will play b4. But I have to be quite quick because I have only 1 minute, so...
Yeah, we should play faster and talk less.
Yeah.
I can do the talking.
You
move.
can do the talking. So you can be the commentator. And okay, I'm going to play for b4.
Yeah, after the b4 breakthrough, those pawns will start marching, and it will be very difficult for white to do something.
We have to be careful, just b4, take, rook a8. I'm not sure I want to allow this.
Oh, yeah, I think you should prepare it because you can bring the king anyway to f8, e7. You can bring it to e6. Yeah, just make it more active. And we just hope that this g3 bishop will not be active.
So he
F5.
wants
Yeah,
e6.
that's annoying because after e6, finally his bishop will be active, and that's what we don't want.
That's what we don't want. But what do you think if I simply play b4 and rook b4?
You probably need to go for that. Yes. So Sopiko didn't want to capture with the pawn, even though it would have been a nice pawn structure, but then after rook a8, when you're in exchange down, you want to keep your rook, because imagine you exchanged a
That's
rook,
true.
You will have no rooks, and the opponent will still have 1 rook, so then suddenly the rook will be much more powerful. That's why when you're in exchange down, you don't want to exchange that one single rook that you have.
Right, so I have to be quite quick right now. Okay.
Yeah, I like bishop d7, and let's see what he does with this f5 pawn.
Let's see.
I
And
like
I
this
can
challenge,
break
Ilya,
my-
playing as Anna, Rudolf, and you are Sopiko.
Yeah, okay, rook f1. Can I go a4 or maybe king f8? What do you think? King
Yeah,
f8
bring the
looks-
king.
Oh, e6. There is... Oh, e6
Oh!
and bishop d6. That looks so
Oh, we blundered.
bad.
Oh, we stepped into it.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
we have to block this.
Definitely. The threat was e6. Well, threat. White could have played e6 and win material because our bishop was hanging on d7 and bishop d6 would have been a double attack. So,
I have to be quick.
yeah.
Okay.
But your opponent
check
has less time, so
first,
don't
check.
worry. And knight d4. Oh, it was hanging already. I didn't even pay
Yeah.
attention. Well, okay. Anyway, you are better on time. The position is better. Just
Oh,
let's not
what I'm doing.
blunder anything. You can
What I'm
also
doing.
go bishop f5 at some point. Go bishop f5.
Oh, it's hanging, it's hanging.
Oh!
It's hanging. So
Everything is
I'm
happening
going
so
to-
quickly that I don't even see the moves. Let's not blunder our rook. Good. Careful if he defends it. Okay. Now this is already easy. You're so quick.
Okay, I'm trying to be.
Good job. But before we begin the next
Yeah,
game, very
we
well,
have to change.
you can maybe sum up what happened in this game, and I will change the text
Sure.
and who to challenge.
So what I liked in this game from his side was that he played for initiative and he didn't care about pawns and he attacked. But I don't think it was completely correct because still pawn is a pawn, and I had I was not ahead in development. Actually, I was not developed, but at some point I misplayed it, and he could have used with a tactic. You always have to be alert, and you always have to seek for tactics and tricks, because when I played this horrible move bishop d7, he could play e6, and the idea of e6 was he attacked my bishop on d7, and there was another huge threat, bishop d6, and I was losing my rook. But now that I think of it, was the king on c3 or c2?
In that position?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think it was on
Everything
c3
happened so
because
quickly.
my knight was on c6 and it was attacking on d4. So
then we could have
after
had
bishop
attack,
d6, I simply could
Yeah.
move the bishop, and after bishop d6 I could take ab, and it would be anyway the double attack.
Then it was good, but you need to log in now. So with your name.
Okay, so I'm going to log in right now.
And you're
you have
Sopiko.
to challenge me.
I give you back the mouse. We go
Thank you.
to the blitz because, and now we can already go back to the play zone.
Right, and I'm going to accept.
3-minute blitz. Wow.
Oh,
I
okay,
thought you wanted to play
That's-
5 minutes, but
that's the challenge. So,
against Brain Boy, and we are white.
Brain Boy, Indian. Oh, Indians are tricky.
You played in Qatar against many Indian players.
Oh,
and you
don't
messed
remind me. I lost all my rating there. with
But then you gained
Indians.
a lot. You played very well in Waikansei.
Yeah, Waikansei was good tournament. So what is he playing? This is normal. All goes normal.
You recently played c4 quite often.
Yeah, I like that because I think it's quite a nice start of the game. So after these, I don't know. I can play knight f4.
I'm just checking the chat at the same time, but I don't see you guys in the chat. So if you want to talk to us, go to the shows page and Banter Blitz with Miss Tactics and Miss Strategy, and there you can write to us. So feel free to talk to us because we are here the whole day, and we like to be social. We like to talk
That's
to you
true.
guys. And this is to celebrate our birthday, so the whole day is about having fun.
That's true. And more fun shows are ahead because we're going to play something that we never did actually.
The handicap Banter Blitz with all kind of strange things like hand and brain, picking a
Sure.
card and having to do what the card says. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, so am I getting the C file or not? This looks pretty equal.
Choice,
so,
yes. He's offering a draw actually.
I don't like to
That's the
accept
spirit,
draws
that's the spirit.
so easily. So, okay, so I can get this bishop, but I am not sure if it's worth of taking.
I would love to have the knight on c5, but it takes some time to get there, and in the meantime black can go knight d6, knight f5
Yeah.
and attack the d4 pawn. But okay, now he has to do
Now he
something
has
about
to
his pawn.
go
So knight e7,
A7,
and if you go knight d3, he goes knight f5
I think first I will bring my king
to defend the pawn
to defend
before
the
with
pawn,
king d3.
and then I might take on e6. Okay, that
Yeah, he wants to exchange the d pawns.
okay, but I think that
Yeah, at the
he's losing the b7 pawn.
Yes, exactly. And if he doesn't capture on d5, well, he did. So now
Maybe
the b7
he plays,
pawn is hanging. So
maybe
if he captures
he
on
plays
d4,
b6, and
oh, this is strange. Oh, he wanted to play this
Uh,
opposite colored bishop endgame, but
but I have quite
it's quite a good chance
nice
to win this.
pawns. Maybe I had to play. I couldn't play e4. That's true. Okay, I can come back here. Okay.
Oh, the pawn will be hanging, so just careful
But
not to.
king
Yeah.
f7 is
exactly.
there, so or king g7.
Yes, but he cannot go far from the fa square. So now if you go, what shall
Okay.
you play first? A4, b4. It's not easy, but of course, why Sopiko is the only one who can win this game. It's a pawn up in an opposite
Sure.
colored bishop endgame. You know that opposite colored bishop endgames are not easy. Many times it can be a draw even with 2 pawns or even 3 pawns down, depending on the position. If the opponent can fix your pawns on a color where his bishop can move, that means that you cannot do anything against that blockade. So that's what Sopiko will want to avoid.
Yeah, I think I blocked this one, and now E and D pawn might be
Yeah,
very
connected pass pawns.
strong. So
You're winning already, I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I believe. With e4, e5, and then king e4, then d5.
I just have to
Yeah.
be a bit careful because
To have everything protected and not to let the opponent block the pawns. That's what I was saying, that we should go e5 and d5 immediately and never putting the pawns on a way that black can block them on dark squares. So you don't want to...
I can take this or play b5. Okay, I can take
Yeah,
this.
then king
and-
e4, d5. And she will never play d5, e6, because then that's when black can have a blockade on the dark
That's
squares.
true, but I think
She will go d6 and then king d5, e6, always pushing the pawns first to a dark square, then defending it with the king, and then pushing the other. It takes time, it takes several moves, but she is winning this endgame.
I hope so. I really do hope so. So
Yeah, d6, king d5, e6. This is the way to win it.
Yeah.
So, oh, he
okay.
didn't sacrifice the bishop, so don't worry.
Yeah, I think e6 and
And
e7
now it's over
should
already.
be. Yeah, bishop g6, e7 is the threat. So I think I'm just winning.
Yeah, this h5 is the last trick, but e7 wins. Anyway, we are promoting. It was
Okay,
a good game. Actually,
nice.
Brain Boy fought very well. The middle
yeah.
game was completely equal. Even the end game was drawish, but then he
But-
missed that his b7 pawn was hanging, and he thought that if it's an opposite color bishop endgame, then it's a draw. It's not
I
a draw
think-
immediately. You have to defend very well to make a draw.
Right, I think the way to play here was to play b6 because my pawn on d4 is anyway
Exactly.
hanging, so after b6 it's completely equal, and I cannot play,
Yeah.
I cannot defend my pawn
You
on
lack
d4.
one tempo to get to
So
d3.
it is different colored bishop, and that's it. It's over. It's draw. Anyway, I'm happy to win, especially against Indians because you guys are so strong. I have terrible score against Indians. Terrible. It's like I'm losing all my games, and if I make a draw, I'm like, oh, I made a draw.
Yeah, there's so many talented players from
Yeah.
India coming to play in Europe, so we face them quite often, and we really think that they are very strong players, very talented
That's
players.
right.
Many kids playing very well, so watch out
Okay.
for Indian players.
So let's play again. Tomek. Now I'm going to be white again. That's really nice. So 3 minutes again, and I'm going to play.
He's from
C4.
Croatia, if I can see the flag well.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we are white again. That's what we like.
Yeah, it's love. I like this setup because it gives you option. Should I take here and play queen b3? I don't really know, but
I guess that's the way to play when the bishop is developed quickly to f5 or
Right.
g4, that you attack the pawn on b7. But you know this line better than me.
I'm not sure because you know I'm not very good in the opening, and that's why c4. I like c4 because you know just the setups and what's that? Can't I take on d5? Queen b3, knight f6.
Definitely intermediate move. Check, and then we capture the queen. It's a pawn
I
up.
think I simply can take on
Yeah,
e
exactly.
d5.
I'm wondering if our viewers know that they can talk to us in the chat, so I think I will copy with my phone the link where you can talk to us, because I see that there are many viewers
You
on
can
YouTube,
have the keyboard also
Oh,
here.
but I
so-
didn't want to bother, so I will not move the mouse. Just
Okay.
focus on the game, but I think that some of you are watching us on YouTube, and you can talk to us, but not through YouTube. We cannot read the YouTube comments during the show, so I will copy you the link in a YouTube comment where you can chat with us. So this
Yeah,
is...
I think I'm already winning because he made mistake. First he gave me the pawn for free.
Oh, and now the spin.
And now the pin looks really bad because after knight e5, bishop b5, the only way to protect the knight is to play rook d8, and I will just take everything and have exchange and extra pawn, and I don't see any compensation for my opponent.
Yes, very well played for you. But for
I
black,
think
where do you think he made a mistake? With Queen b6,
Queen
blundering
b6
d5
probably was a big mistake. You should not blunder e5. So I think I'm just going to take this and play king e2. We don't want to, well, we don't need to castle because when you have an exchange, you can simply, okay, just a second.
I'm trying hard to make a YouTube comments, as you know that I'm not an expert on this, but I'm trying to paste the live show page where you can chat with us.
And play g4 if something. I think I like this.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, well, he can take on b2, of course, but I think after rook b1, either he has to exchange the rooks, which is in my favor, or he has to go and I will grab the b7 pawn. So I think I'm still winning, and this should be easy already. Okay, I can play h3 first, and afterwards I think I can play g4 here to keep this bishop blocked, because he might have compensation if bishops are active, but I don't think now he has any compensation.
Well, I give up. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't know how to do that. So we will just tell you in the video. If you are not on the Chess24 shows page, then go to Chess24, click on watch shows, and that's where we are. That's where you can talk to us in the chat.
That's for sure. So I just want to play a4 and a5 to open up the b file and try to have my rook active. When you have extra material, you have to either make it active or give it back if there is any danger, or you can transfer into different positions. So I think I will simply give check here. I will play rook c4. Oh, that was not so good, maybe.
Anyway, you can go back just maybe
Right.
Bishop b3. Oh, he played bishop a3 first.
But I could anyway go to...
Yeah, you can
Here.
always defend it, of course.
Should I play a5 or not? Maybe not. Okay, I think I need my king.
Definitely, you always need the king in an endgame, so make sure that you have an active king in every endgame.
That's true, and I don't think these checks are so dangerous.
Yeah, but it would be nice to exchange a pair of bishops, so
Yeah.
that's what happened. I think black should have kept the bishop, because if you can keep the pair of bishops, you should. It was much stronger.
Because now this black...
Together. Oh, you won
now
already!
This pawn will be... Now this pawn would be very weak and it would not have any defense, so my rook would be very active on open files and I would simply grab the weak pawns. Okay, so let's try to accept another challenge, and premium members, I'm going to accept premium members. And
You need to be a premium member in order to challenge us, in order to watch our video series, in order to do a lot of cool stuffs on Chess24.
So I'm playing again with white. That's
I told
really
you,
nice.
we will always have white. We asked Chess24 to give us white in every game, and this is what happens, guys. It's
That's
unfair, but we were just smiling as much as we could, and we said, can we please have white? And then they said, okay.
Okay, girls. Okay, so should I play f3 here or...
You can also go queen c2, but this is like a complicated line, and there's sometimes this f5 things, not in this position, I think, but with queen h4. I don't know how this line was.
I played
I tried with
bishop
black,
d3 against
and there's this f5 move after bishop
Rudolf,
d3.
yeah.
And that's dangerous, actually.
That is dangerous, But I think I
No,
can
it should
play.
be fine, but you can also go knight f3 first if you
Yeah.
want to avoid it, and then bishop d3.
Yeah. So let's see how it will go. I like that I have the center, 2 bishops, but 2 bishops are not that big deal in this position. It's very normal that black takes on c3, doubles the pawn, and puts his pawns on dark squares, so that my bishop is not very active. This is all normal what he's doing, so I think I will go rook e1 first. c5 is the idea, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, of course, you don't want to go c5, d5 and have that very fixed pawn structure. It's nice to have the pawn structure more flexible for white.
I'm always confused what to do here. I think I will go for some absurd attack.
I'm not sure it's that absurd. A knight on f5 would be annoying for sure.
Yeah, after h6 especially, because he cannot go g6. If he goes g6 right now, then he cannot castle so comfortably. So I think knight h4 is interesting move.
And he's thinking, so he certainly thinks that it is not an easy position.
g6 should be interesting because queen e7 long castle is the idea, but at least we provoked g6.
Yeah, although as you say, he might just go castle queen
What do you
side.
think about f4 taking and e5?
And there's no, because after e takes bishop f4, g5, you want to go e5 there.
I don't want to take on f4. I want
you go immediately e5. Wow, that's very interesting because then there's some sacrifice on g6 too sometimes.
Yeah, let's just try. I don't know if it works, but it's always interesting to try. And I like blitz because of this, because you're in shortened time and you're playing with intuition. You don't have any time to calculate deep, and it's really fun. If it works,
has
it works.
very good intuition, so
Thank you. But let's see if I have good intuition or not. At least yeah, that's interesting because now my knight is hanging.
And the pawn on f4.
But I think I can still go here and
then
still
he
play
captures
e5.
on f4, but maybe he wants to go knight f4. But anyway, bishop
will take
f4 and
on,
d5. So the position will open up, and with the king in the center, you don't want to see open files.
Yeah, let's see. Because if he takes on e5 right now, I will take with my knight.
Yeah, maybe he wants to go bishop f3.
But then I have intermediate move. E takes.
You're right.
d6.
Important, because if not, there will be a check on g5 and castle queen side very quickly. So e takes d6 is very important and a good move. So there, black is in trouble.
So I think after bishop f3, I simply take on d6, and if he takes on e5, then I will take with knight. Or because if he castles short, then don't I have something here? I think I have e6.
It's so suspicious. e6 and also the g6 pawn. Oof. Yeah, this is.
Though I
this
have
seems
to be a
very
bit
dangerous.
careful. He doesn't have time. That's pity for him. But I think it was a very interesting game because...
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. Because it seemed to be like a very solid position, but once you went for knight h4 and then f4, the position became very dynamic suddenly.
Right.
And he had his king in the center still.
That's true. Do I want to take that? I don't want to take it.
Yeah, double the rooks. So Sopiko is bringing her last piece. All the white pieces are active, and now the pawn falls on
I will
g6.
take on g6 and...
Oh, anyway, queen g7 and you have queen g2. You don't lose the piece. It's okay.
I can play bishop h7
Yes, if you want,
right
you can.
now, but I can
No,
take
but
queen g2. I don't
no, that's
wanna
not good because then
like
queen
it.
g7 is a check. Don't.
Oh,
just
okay.
capture.
Sure. Can I simply go king h1?
Also, yeah, you don't
Because-
need to care about the
Yeah.
pin like this. Well, it was a very interesting
Yeah.
game. He already played actually 3 games against Bluesy. Have you seen that their score is 2-1?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it said at the end.
Then I had my revenge for the previous loss. I think it was quite an interesting disposition. After knight h4, you don't really want to allow knight f5, so it's pretty logical to play g6 and f4. It might not be correct, but at least it confused my opponent. And I think that if you don't have so much time and there is not deep calculation, it even might be correct because I have two bishops. I have everything. I have all rights to play for attack because his king is in the center. My king is quite safe. I have two bishops and all I'm trying is opening up the position. Doesn't matter how many pawns I sacrifice if I ruin the king's position. So that's what I liked in this game. And afterwards we will see if it was correct or not.
I think I know what happened here. I just realized that we wanted to see where's the chat, why people are not talking to us. I think we were we were in the wrong window. That's why we didn't see that you guys are talking to us. We are so sorry. So clumsy because we had Ilya's Banter Blitz open on the show's page and not
He wanted to stay here forever. He was like, I love Just 24 so much that I'm going to be in this show forever. I'm not going to let the girls to take over. But Ilya, we're here, so we'll be here for coming 8 hours. Actually, already 7 hours. But
that's true. I'm just checking if there's any questions to us. Because now that we know where you guys are talking to us, we have the right window. We can see it finally. Let's see, because
I think that we
I
have an offer to our viewers. If you guys want to ask us something, please feel free because we might have special hour for questions and answers.
Yes, any questions to Sopiko, to me. Of course, premium members' questions are always preferred, but feel free to ask questions. We will try to look at the chat, go through all the questions. We might not answer all the questions, we won't have so much time, but any questions that you ever wondered, anything you want to know about
related to chess, not related to chess, anything you want to know about us, please feel free to ask and we're going to do our best to answer all of your questions.
Exactly. So you have several hours to ask questions to us because from around 1 o'clock we will have a special handicap banter blitz, and also this is the moment when we want to do the question and answer session from 1 till around 4 o'clock. So that's quite a long time for playing handicap blitz, a lot of fun, and we will also answer your questions. So until 1 o'clock you can ask questions and we will see, we will try to answer as many as we can, but make sure that you ask your questions either in this window or any other window connected to our session. So everything about us today at the live shows in the chat. If you write the question, we will try to find it and answer it.
That's for sure. I think I'm going to play some more games if you don't mind.
Definitely. I will just go to the end. So yeah, because now it's going to be still Sopiko playing, because after this I will have a separate show, the strategy show. Later, Sopiko will have a tactics show, and in between we will have handicap blitz, question and answer session. So until 6 in the evening, you will have us here in the studio talking to you because we are celebrating. Happy birthday, Just 24.
Right. Okay, so
let's play some more bits.
I'll play a bit more. So I'm happy that I have many challenges. I think I will play again 3-minute game, and I think I'm again playing with white. So,
as usual, this is the rule. Girls white, everybody else black. We are sorry, this is unfair.
Actually, I don't think there is a big difference on our level with the colors, because
we are just joking about this. Of course, we didn't ask for having white. We also like playing with black, especially, for instance, when I'm playing against e4. I love the French defense, so and
you
Sopiko
have to do serious about
the Najdorf, so we need to play with black too in order to have our favorite openings on the board.
I think you have to.
The Stonewall is playing against you,
right?
German player, Christian. Nice to
Oh.
meet you, Christian.
We are now in Germany, and
In Hamburg.
what I can say about this is that usually it's not so good to exchange dark squared bishops because e5 square will be quite tricky afterwards. Usually black tries to keep the bishop on d6 because after this I can simply play knight e5 and my advantage is that I have not moved the f pawn yet, so I can kick this knight out from e4. I can simply take with queen, and I think I will go for queenside attack.
I like that because you have a lot more development, much more space, and this c8 bishop is a very bad piece, very passive piece. You just need to be careful about your king. But why did we not see that before?
Yeah, that was sorry, that was how could I miss this?
I think it's still early for us. We
yeah.
woke up a few hours ago.
Yeah, because rook g8 was quite bad. That's embarrassing, but it's better now than never. So it's good that I saw it right now. Yeah, what can I say about the opening is that you should not try to exchange the dark squared bishops. It was much better to play bishop e7 here to keep the tension and just to play normal knight e4, knight d7, knight f6, castle, but keep the bishops because anyway, g5 might come with tempo, so why to exchange it?
Yeah, and look at your pawn structure. Here the good bishop is the dark square bishop and the bad is the light square bishop. It's easy to say, then the practice is not so easy to always stick to this, but it's what Sopiko is saying, you will have holes in your structure, in your position, if you exchange the dark square bishop. Let me just move this so that we can read the chat better. I will just move the mouse here. Now that we know where you guys are talking to us, everything is in place. We are not reading Ilya's chat anymore. We are in our chat. So yeah, I might do a series about the French one day.
I think you should do, because I did the Slav triangle series because I was asked from several Chess24 users, premium users. I think the guy who asked me very much is even here. I think Pramod.
Oh, he told you to ask the series about the triangles.
Please, could you please do the series about the triangle Slav, because he liked it very much.
It's thanks to Pramod and other members who suggested that you should do the series. And
they suggested, and I did the series, so that's good news. Chess24 gift for birthday to our users and viewers.
We are listening to you guys, so you should suggest what series would you like, what would you like to study. We always read the comments and we try to do our best to cover everything you ask for. So I see that there's a question also about if you can always play French against the e4, if it's as sturdy as the Caro-Kann. I do believe so. You don't see the French defense so often among the top players, I mean the top 10, but grandmasters, super grandmasters play French many times, and I don't see any hole in it. I don't see any position where black is in trouble, so I do like the French a lot.
And actually I need one solid opening against e4 because I'm always playing knight erf and sometimes you don't feel sharp. So as a Chess24 user, author, premium member, I officially ask you to do the series about French.
I will consider and I will try to do it soon. So far, we've been working on our Carlsen series. We will have a Carlsen trilogy. You already have seen that we published a series on the young Magnus Carlsen. That's how he becomes his first years when you
he becomes a grandmaster.
Exactly. We cover all the tournaments where he scored a GM norm, and we see how this little kid, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old Magnus Carlsen was playing. He was playing so well already at such a young age. Then the next series will cover further years, and the last one is how he became a world champion. We are covering all his career, basically the most important games from his career. It will be on Chess24 very soon, because this
And
week
we recommend you to watch it, and it will be out very soon. So
Exactly.
stay tuned and first watch the first series, which is already out. And
Young Magnus.
I think that we really did a good job.
We actually worked on that series for a long time. It took us a lot of preparation, then a lot of recording, but we are very happy about the result.
Right.
So check it out. It's already on Chess24. If you're on Chess24's page among the watch video series shows, you can click on Young Magnus, and we hope that you will like it. We did really enjoy recording it, and we are recommending it. And soon the rest of the series will be out. This week we are working on the other clips for the further parts of the Magnus trilogy.
That's right. So, I'll play one more game.
Sure.
Okay, so I want to accept Bithu. And I'm making white. Okay, from Germany. I will again play c4. That's my brand new setup. But okay, I of course love to play d4 as well, but nowadays I play a lot of games with c4, so especially in Blitz I like it very much. Do you think I have to go e4 here, or
I'm not sure about the theory here. I usually play e4 and sometimes d4, but about c4 you are the expert.
Take. He wants... Okay, I'm going to go queen b3.
Pramod is saying that Anish said in an interview that he had watched Sopiko's series, and that's true. And he learned a lot from Sopiko's Nidor series, and then he also watched our series, and also he knew about the preparation stage of our Magnus Trilogy series, so he of course knew all the games we wanted to cover, and we did cover. And he mentioned it, yes, it was the London Chess Classics, where he said it in the press conference.
He did that, so now I think he really watched the series, and I got praised for that. But my Triangle series will be out very soon, so I'm very happy about it.
This is the last game before we start the strategy show. We have the middle game show scheduled for now. We started a bit late this Banter Blitz, that's why we are still in this show, but we try to stick to the schedule and begin the middle game show very soon. So stay here for this game. This is the last Banter Blitz for now, but then we will be back with more.
I'm going to make strategical decision. I'm going
destroying the opponent's pawn structure
to give the bishop, but I will play for something because his pawns are very weak, so if he tries to change queens, then he will lose the e5 pawn, and my bishop on g2 did not do much in this game, but okay, that's interesting, but I think I can simply go back and take on e5 afterwards. Oh, he has bishop d5.
Brainboy is asking how to improve our positional understanding. I can recommend you the strategy show for that. It's called Miss Strategies Middle Game Show, and this is what we will have shortly in a few minutes. So if you want to improve your positional understanding, I have a weekly show. Every Wednesday I have a middle game show. Today will be a special birthday edition. It won't be a normal strategy show, but every Wednesday I have this show. So if you want to improve your positional understanding, I recommend my show, not only because it's my show, but because
it's a really good one.
This is the strategy show we have.
And later I will have tactics show, so I'm going to solve tactics in front of you, and then I'm going to challenge you to solve the tactics. Okay, so knight c6 is not possible because bishop d5 is there.
Yes, but now the pawn is
Oh, bishop
hanging
d5,
and-
I could play knight e7 actually.
Anyway, I think now you're playing like Magnus, because we saw in many games of Magnus Carlsen that when a pawn was hanging first, he would still fix everything, avoid any counterplay, finish his
That's
development, and then later he would capture the weak pawn. He always knew that the weaknesses won't disappear, it will stay there and you will capture it sooner or later.
That's true. So now after rook e8, he wants to grab the pawn on e2. I'm not going to allow that. I will defend. Okay, he's being stubborn, so I'm going to be stubborn as well. If he takes, I will simply take with the pawn.
Thank you guys for asking questions. I see that there are already many questions. Keep on asking questions. We will answer them after 1 o'clock at around 1. Well, at 1 we start the handicap Banter Blitz, and at around 2, 2:30, we can't tell you exactly what time, but between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock we will have a very long, fun session where we will play, talk, answer questions. So until 1 o'clock, ask all the questions you want in any of the chat windows about our shows.
That's true.
We will try to collect all the questions and answer them. So thank you guys for the great questions. I've seen already some many interesting topics. Keep on asking questions.
That's true. I think I like my position because now I will go either to e5 or to c5, and I have an extra pawn. My knight is better on d3. So I will simply, okay, he wants c5 maybe. I think it's better to activate my rook because it was the only piece that was not taking part in the game. So I'm going to do something about it. Now I will simply attack the bishop and the pawn as well, but here he lost the bishop. So, I think it was my last game, but...
Yes, what do you think about this game? Where would you suggest your opponent to improve?
I think that after d3 take, I did not like taking on c3 so much because he is not developed yet and he played in the center very quickly. So he tried to take... tried d5, and after queen b3, either you have to go knight e7, which I think is more solid, afterwards to play castle and bishop e6, or to protect the b7 pawn and play bishop e6, because when he went knight b6, I simply took, and I think I already have advantage here.
I really like how you destroyed his pawn structure. Also, when you have the fianchetto bishop, you normally don't want to give up that bishop, but here it wasn't so dangerous, and Sopiko understood that capturing on c6, destroying the opponent's pawn structure, and then that this weakness would be there forever. She understood that, and that's why she captured.
That's right. I really enjoyed playing with you guys, and I will be back after Miss Strategy show. I think that I might join you at some point, but we will see, because you have to really stay tuned and listen to her strategy advices, because I'm for sure going to do that.
Thank you. We need a short break in order to set up the strategy show, so we will be away for a few minutes, but stay here because in 2-3 minutes we will be back with the show, with my strategy show. So you need to click on Miss Strategy's middle game show. That's next. See you shortly.
Bye.